Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is about an Accenture ASE interview that happened on 19th of January 2026 at 10 am. So this experience was shared by one of my colleagues. The interview was scheduled for 10 am but the interview didn't start at 10. It actually began at 10:30 am. And what happened inside those 15 minutes will help you to understand the real pattern of Accenture's interview round. And if you are preparing for Accenture's ASE interview, listen this carefully. This interview was not that simple at all. The interviewer deeply checked the candidate's project and didn't stop there only. He kept asking more questions and went more deeper, including the behavior questions. And the most surprising part, every answer the candidate gave, the interviewer asked a new counter question for that. So if you say that I've built the backend, so he will ask the counter question like how many APIs you have created. If you say that I have used so and so technology, then he will ask why did you choose that. If you say I have faced many challenges, then he will counter question with that how did you solve that. So this interview was like a test of how confidently you speak and how well you know your own project. In Accenture's ASE interview, the person who explains clearly and stay confident till the end, that person only succeed. And yes, the technical questions were of that type that immediately show that whether you really worked on your project or not. Now let's break down the full interview experience step by step, exactly how it happened. The very first question was the classic one, introduce yourself. Next, the interviewer immediately jumped into the project, not just the project name. He wanted to know how many projects you have created. Was that an individual project or a group project? In this case, the candidate worked on both the individual project as well as the group project, and whether they were the major project or the minor project. So this is where the candidate realized that the interviewer is trying to see how deeply you are involved in the project. If it was an individual project, he asked why it was chosen, not the theory but the intention behind the choice. This is something that candidates usually don't prepare for. For the group project, the interviewer wanted to know, did you ever face issues with your teammates? So this question will test your teamwork, conflict handling and ownership skills. Here comes the interesting part. During the conversation, the candidate said that he was responsible for handling both backend as well as the front-end integration. Then the interviewer asked, how many APIs did you write? Tell me the names of few APIs. This is where candidate freeze. The interviewer was checking, are you really the one who built that particular project? The interviewer then moved to the challenges, the real battle of the project. He just wanted to know what exactly went wrong during the development, how the candidate handled it. This part reveals your problem-solving behavior. The interviewer also asked about the certification, not just what is mentioned on the resume, but even outside it as well. He wanted to know whether the candidate has genuinely tried improving the skills or not. Then comes the feedback handling. He also asked about the feedbacks. Have you ever taken the feedbacks from the seniors? How did you react to those feedbacks? Everything. If you have watched my previous videos, you will notice that these questions come again and again. This means that ASE interview follows common pattern. And if you understand this pattern, your chances of getting selected increases. And at the end, the interviewer asked the most important question, do you have any question for me? This is where candidate lose an easy chance to show the interest and the seriousness. So this interview was a perfect example of what Accenture looks for in ASE role. The very first thing that you need to have is clarity in the introduction, genuine project involvement, ability to explain the APIs or the work that you have done in the project, behavior during the challenges, the feedbacks, the teamwork and the willingness to learn as well. So if you are preparing for Accenture's ASE, don't memorize the answer. Prepare your story, know your project inside and outside, know the reason behind every decision that you have taken. And most importantly, stay confident, because sometimes the interviewer is not testing your knowledge, they are just testing you, your confidence, your skills and how well you are communicating. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.